Hi everyone, I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Today I want to share with you a design team project for Diemond dies using most of the dies from the latest release, and I created some Christmas cards. I will put all the links to Diemond dies in the description box below, to the web shop, the YouTube channel, the Facebook page and to Pinterest. And I also have a coupon code for you, because if you use the code Thanks Leonie, you will get 10% off. And if your order is $35 or more, you will get free shipping worldwide as well. But like I said, I will put all the information in the description box below. And I hope you will check it out and take advantage of the discount code that I have for you. So I'm going to show you the dies that I used on my project. And the first one that I used is the Snowflake #1 die. I absolutely love this die. And I also used the Easy Flip It Top Note card die to create my very first Flip It cards with. I also used the Icicle Border die, really nice. And I also used the Holly Border die. I used these ones, the light bulbs, or the Christmas lights, I'm sorry. And I used several different sizes. And I also used the circle card die, the Easy Flip It circle card die. And I wanted to let you know that if you have this die set, which is the Dinormous Stack'ems Circles Nesting die set with the 20 dies, the 9th circle from the inside, which is this one right here. I put it on the outside and to show you that this one is exactly as big as the half circle to cut your flip it part of the card. And I really like to layer another piece of cardstock on top of the flip it portion. I will show you that in a minute. And I thought it was perfect that this die is exactly this size. So the 9th die from the smallest one is the same as the circle or the half circle of the Flip It's card die set. So I created 4 Christmas cards, and the first one that I created is this one right here. I just used some craft cards that I have in my stash, and I used some paper from the local dollar store. And here's the Flip It part, and like I mentioned, I like to cover it with another circle to make it sturdy, so that's why I use the Circles Nesting die sets as well. And then you cannot see the crease that you folded as well, or the fold that you scored as well. So this is the first card that I created, and I used my Spectrum Noir markers to color this image, and this is the first one that I colored up. And I really like practicing. I still need a lot of practice, but I have to start somewhere. This is the Holly Border die that I used, and I covered it with flatback pearls from my stash. I colored them with my Spectrum Noir marker in red so that they would match the head of this cute little bear. And here I used the light bulbs or the Christmas lights, and I used the smallest one. And I covered some cardstock with aluminum foil tape, and then I cut the Christmas lights out, and I cut it out again out of some patterned paper, and then I cut this part off and covered it or adhered it to the aluminum foil tape light. And then I covered it with glossy accents. I just wrote Joy, and I thought they came out pretty nice. I used some baker's twine to hang them from. So, and here I have another circle, and this is the circle that comes with the set. It's this one. It's slightly smaller than this one, so it's really nice for matting and layering. And this is a stamp from my stash, and it says Fijne Kerst, which means Merry Christmas. And here is we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So that's the first card that I created, and I created 4 of them. And here is the second card that I created, and there is some difference in the shading of the coloring. Like I mentioned, this was the first one that I colored up, and this is the second one that I did. So I used the Top Note Easy Flip It die, and here's the icicle border, and I just used some white cardstock and some more paper from the dollar store. And here I used the snowflake, and I adhered a button with some baker's twine, and you flip it like this. And here I have the same sentiment, and I stamped it in distress ink, broken china. The other one was a fired brick, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention. And I sanded the edges of my papers, and here I have the icicle border, and I cut it out of some glittered cardstock, and it cuts really nice. It's really sharp and clean cut, so I really like this die. So that's that card with that sentiment. And then I created another card in the red tones, and I used the holly border die again, and some more flat back pearls that I colored with my Spectrum Noir marker in this color as well. And here's the third image that I colored up, and I used some Wink of Stella on the white portions. I hope it shows, it's really hard to tell. On the other one I used the Stardust stickles, and it's easier to show, but I used some Wink of Stella on this one. And here I have another banner with the Christmas lights, the smallest ones, and it says Joy again, and I covered them with glossy accents. I pretty much did the same on the other card. I have it right here, and I placed it on the right side this time. So, and this is another sentiment from my stash, and it says, may the season bring you warmth and joy. And I used some fired brick distress ink again to stamp my sentiment. And my last card is this one right here with the blue tones again, and I do have the icicle border like so, and colored up another image, and I used the stickles this time. And this image is perfect size for the Flip It dies. And there's the snowflake again, and I cut it out of some glittered cardstock, and this one cuts really nice as well. Another button and some baker's twine, and this one says, may the season bring you warmth and joy. And I used the fired brick distress ink. So those are my 4 cards, and I really enjoyed creating my very first Flip It cards. They do not all fit in frame. So, and I wanted to show you something small. I am working on a December daily. I am not able to share it with you yet. I can share you the cover. I made it myself out of some Whiskas food boxes from my cat. And this is how the cover looks like. And I bound it with my cinch. And the pages on the inside are ready to go. I have to fill it up with pictures and journaling, and I am using all the dies from Diemond dies inside this December daily, so I'm definitely going to share it with you. But for now I wanted to share you the clips that I altered, the paper clips, using the light bulbs, and I thought they came out so cute. And these are to go in my December daily, and I covered them with glossy accents. And I covered the back side in different colors as well. So both sides are looking nicely. So I wanted to share my paper clips with you as well. So those are my projects, and I hope you like them. And I hope you will check out the links below I will have some pictures at the end of this video, and I hope I'm able to share the first pages of my December daily with you soon. And yeah, I hope you will stay tuned for that. And I hope you are all having a wonderful week. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.